Yeah.
Do it, yeah, bitch.
I said it, bitch.
You do it better than me.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of people that do support that sort of country, right?
Mm-hmm.
We talk about those people a lot. I was talking to you guys earlier about this little beef between Tim Pool and Nick Fuentes.
Yeah, I've been. Yeah, we need to get into that.
Oh, y'all haven't seen this clip.
I
So
haven't seen this.
This is completely new for y'all. This is Tim Pool talking about the Israel-obsessed people and how they're Israel first, right?
So we can't even criticize Israel.
No, because that means you're obsessed with them, and then you don't care about America if you criticize Israel, is what Tim.
So I don't
Pool
care
says.
about Trump because I always talking about Joe Biden and the Democrats. That's the same logic he's using.
And there's no logic.
If someone came to me and said, I don't like the U.S. spending money in these foreign wars, Ukraine, Taiwan, Israel, Afghanistan, Iraq, I'd say, oh, I understand.
I'm totally with you on that.
But when they come to me and they say, the U.S. should be spending money on Israel, I say, what about other countries? No, Israel. And I'm like, dude, the only thing you care about is that you are Israel first and foremost. All the Groypers, Nick Fuentes and everyone there, Israel first. The only thing they ever talk about, they won't shut up about it. They love Israel. I get it. They hate it. They hate Israel. They hate AIPAC. They hate all these people, but it's the only thing they talk about. They act like no other problems exist. Right. And I'm like, the point is, when you wake up in the morning, the first thing in your mind is Israel. For me, it's America. How do we secure our borders? What's going on with fentanyl in Canada?
This is like
gaslight.
Yes, this is the gaslight. This is like the talking point that they say, I don't really care about Israel. I don't care. I just care about America. If you don't say that you care about Israel, it's like you're just turning a blind eye to what's could be catastrophic for the entire world.
Yeah.
And then it's this gaslight. It's like, if you talk about these other countries, that means that you don't care about America.
Yeah.
On the contrary, I care about America a lot. That's why I care about it getting raped by other countries.
Yeah, and if you too scared to criticize Israel, then Israel can get away with anything. They can continue to bomb those people, and they can continue to drag us into wars that serves us no purpose.
Yeah, you can criticize the Democrats, but you can't criticize a foreign country.
Yeah, and you can criticize Ukraine. You can criticize Russia.
You criticize China.
All
But you
of
can't
it.
criticize
You
Israel.
can't criticize
Buck
Israel.
stops with Israel, y'all.
because that makes you Israel first.
What's going on with illegal immigration from Guatemala into our country? So when I have a list of countries I care more about, I'm like, first of all, American labor. Are we helping Gen Z get in the labor force, buy houses, and have families? That's the first thing I'm thinking about when I wake up.
Well, if we weren't giving so much foreign aid to Israel, maybe we'd have money to spend with that.
How much money do we give them every year?
Let's
forget.
see.
It's in the billions.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
It's in the billions.
And we give it to them to protect themselves
Yeah.
from the Palestinians, the pro-Hamas supporters.
The United States provides $3.8 billion annually to Israel foreign aid, as per the 2016 agreement, according to the AGC. I bet it's even more though. Ever since October 7th, this is like a low ball number right here.
Hey, what's that GDP, Joe? Look up Israel's GDP.
As of 2023.
Why the hell are we giving them money? That don't make any sense.
Yeah, because they have a right to exist. What, you don't think Israel has a right to exist? So we don't have to pour billions of dollars into them?
That is nuts.
Yeah, man. Let's finish this Tim Pool video because it's really telling. And the anger that he comes at it with.
First of all, American labor. Are we helping Gen Z get in the labor force, buy houses, and have families? That's the first thing I'm thinking about when I wake up. How do we build culture among Americans?
Really?
How do we get people to be moralistic in our country? Then I'm worried about Mexico. They got cartels. They're shoveling drugs up to our country. Our borders insecure. Then I'm concerned about Guatemala. Then I'm concerned about El Salvador. Then I'm concerned about Honduras. Then Brazil. And at some point down the list, I'm like, there's Israel. But these people wake up every day bashing their faces against the wall, screaming the word Israel. And I'm like, you are Israel first. And I hope you hear me.
Israel could end us all.
They're definitely.
Yeah.
That country, that little country could end everybody.
You know what? That's the dumbest take I've ever heard him make.
Yeah. I don't agree with it. I think it's such a reach and mental gymnastics, gaslight action.
It's like Democrat action.
It really is. It really is.
Yeah, it seems like I'm not watching Tim Pool and I'm watching CNN.
Well,
it seems like he's been paid.
Yeah, well,
it's like he's a paid sponsor.
Yeah.
Well, we've talked about it on this podcast before that he met up with Bibi Netanyahu, you know?
Oh, yeah, he was one of the guys that met Net. Okay, it makes sense now.
And then he was all pissed off that it got leaked in the
It was
press.
supposed to be private.
It was supposed to
But
be
it got
unknown. Yep. It was supposed to be
So
unknown.
how can you be critical of Israel if you got this relationship, this special relationship where you get to meet the president of Israel behind closed doors?
And why are y'all two talking?
yeah.
Yeah.
What? Oh, I know why y'all talking. You're going to be his propagandist. That's why you're talking.
Yeah.
That meeting was a negotiation, how they can work together.
Yeah.
That's what that was. What else could it be?
Yeah. Did you
I don't know. I don't know why else you got to meet with
If I meet with Putin,
yeah.
why am I meeting with Putin?
Yeah.
Think about that. I meet Putin.
Then all of a sudden I'm pro-Russia all of a sudden.
Well, that's actually a really good point that you make. Remember when Tucker Carlson went to Russia to interview Putin?
Right.
He was like the biggest Russia like shill and like sucker for Russia. But like, I don't think whatever. Like, he can shill for Russia and be a supporter of Russia. It's all good. But at least he's not acting like he isn't.
You're
right.
right.
The thing about Tim Pool, it's like he's gonna sit there and say people are obsessed with Israel. You're obsessed with Israel. It's like, nah, dude. It sounds like you're obsessed with Israel, but in the opposite way.
Yeah.
It sounds like you jump at any opportunity to sit there and support Israel.
He is not America first. I know that. Yeah.
And then it's like this kind of
Don't mean to cut you off, Joe, because Israel's trying to drag us in a war with Iran. Charlie Kirk tweeted the other day, if they was to bomb that nuclear sites, would Americans support them? He got like the American people said, nah, they shouldn't be bombing, and we shouldn't support them anymore. Because if Israel can have nukes, North Korea can have nukes, Russia's got nukes, China's got nukes, and God's chosen people got nukes. Why can't Iran have nukes?
It's
Who
funny.
are we to say that they can't have nukes?
I mean, and then they say, oh, if you deny Israel's right to have nukes, you deny Israel's right to exist. So do we deny Iran's right to exist?
Exactly.
Yes, you do.
Great
That's
point.
kind of the word games that they play. Like if one equals one over here, it's got to equal one over here as well.
Yeah, Iran wants those nukes to keep Israel out of their business and the United States out of their business. That's why they want nukes. That's why Russia's got nukes. That's why America's got nukes. That's why Israel's got nukes. That's why everybody got nukes, because you know there's a fine line and you can't cross, because I have weapons that can destroy you.
Yeah. I mean,
Keeps everybody honest, really.
Israel is even it's called the Samson option, right? And it's literally called, if Israel is threatened and they feel that they have no way to win a war, they will just nuke the entire world. It's called the Samson option. So
I heard about that.
They've literally it's you can look it up. I'll pull it up on screen.
What is it, out of the Talmud or the belief?
It's not in their Talmud. It's just in their doctrine. It's like it's actual Israeli like government doctrine. It's not like it's not in the Talmud or in the Old Testament. It doesn't say in the Old Testament that the Jews get to nuke the world.
Dude, I'm not scared of China. I'm not scared of Ukraine, North Korea, Russia. The people I'm really truly scared of is Israel.
I agree with you, because they're just like maniac-ish enough to even pull this stuff off.
If you got the audacity to bomb children and women, innocent people, and then claim that they're being used as human shields, and you bombing hospitals in broad daylight, you are a special kind of crazy.
Hey, Joe, there was other conservative commentators that met with Netanyahu.
Yeah.
And I've totally noticed how their content's changed is pro-Israel.
Yeah.
And they're always talking bad about Muslims.
Yeah, and it's like, I'm like, you guys got to be receiving some...
They got to be on payroll.
That's what I'm
They
thinking.
got to be getting funded.
Well, there's directives, man. I mean, whatever. Charlie Kirk, right? He can't say anything bad about Israel. Anytime he's pressed, anytime he goes to those colleges and he's pressed about Israel, or like people literally tell him what's in the Talmud, he's like, how can you support what's in the Talmud if you're a Christian?
Exactly.
And then he's like, those are in the Talmud, but we Israel's our greatest ally, and do you think that the Jews have a right to exist? They just do these word games. It's like, I'm not asking you if they have a right to exist. I'm asking you, do you know what it says in the Talmud?
You're just trying to gaslight me.
It's crazy. It's okay for Christians to believe in the Talmud, but it's not okay for Christians to bomb with Muslims.
Yeah, but it's Judeo-Christian values to kill every Philistine, as they say.
Hey, pull up that tweet by Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, I'll pull it up.
Yeah. Man, why would you put this out unless you testing the waters? This is crazy. He put this out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wanted
Show
to
you
get it
this
tested.
poll.
Yeah. I wonder if he's working with the administration at all.
He's got to be.
You
Yeah.
think they're actually thinking about bombing Iran?
Here it is.
Make it bigger so I can see it. Yeah. If Israel strikes Iranian nuclear sites, what would your reaction be? Should the U.S. continue its funding in support of Israel? Yeah. Yes, send more money, 25%. Still support, but no more money, 16%. No support and no money, 58%.
I think the people have spoken.
I think the golden goose is drying up for Israel.
I think-
People's coming hip to that.
People are just starting to notice, man.
Mm-hmm.
And like, you know, our government's super pro-Israel and all this stuff. And they're trying to test. They understand that the public doesn't fuck with Israel anymore.
Yeah. They don't mess with these wars, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't just listen to Fox News anymore. You got all these podcasters on social media giving their take, sharing their knowledge. It's not Fox News is not controlling the narrative anymore. Or CNN. Yeah.
But it's almost like it's evolved now, and these podcasters, you know, like the Charlie Kirks of the world, almost run cover for Trump, kind of like how CNN ran cover for the Democrats. You know, it's the paradigm has shifted now. Even like Dan Bongino, man. I used to listen to Dan Bongino's show. I used to like it, you know, on Rumble and stuff. Ever since he became the FBI like dude, he is like a completely different guy.
Yeah.
He's like, it's like sad.
He used to cross that line every episode.
Every episode, such tough talk, get you riled up.
Right.
The American people want answers. The American people want answers. And it's like, dude, now you're the guy to give us the answers.
No answers.
And you're lying on top of it. You're like lying to us.
Yeah.
Man.
Hey, what are you going to do, huh?
Well,
What are you going to do, Joe?
well, Tim Pool called out a friend of the show, Nick Fuentes.
Nick Fuentes responded. Nick Fuentes,
Nick
he's
F.
he's a good man.
We'll call him Nick F for YouTube purposes.
Yeah, he's so misunderstood.
But can you really disagree with his response? I mean, he goes pretty hard on Tim Pool here, but other than like all of the name calling and stuff, can you really disagree with him?
Yeah.
By the way, before we even get into that for even a second, Tim Pool loves to do this tough guy routine. You can't do that with me because you're afraid of having me on the show. You can raise your voice. You can get your beanie all up in a bunch and all that on Timcast with your sycophants, with your numbskull idiot sycophants that you have on your show. You can't play that game with me. You're afraid to have me on the show. I want Nick Fuentes to hear this. Yeah, as long as I'm not in the room. As long as I'm not in the room to address it. Big tough guy, big intelligent genius. I know the argument that's going to destroy Nick Fuentes just as long as he isn't in the room to respond. Just as long as he's thousands of miles away. I'm easy to find. You know how to reach me. If you want to humiliate me and defeat me in debate, hey, asshole, bring me on the show. Say it to my face. Come on my show. You're afraid of your precious YouTube channel. You're afraid of losing your mainstream platform access, which I lost years ago. Come on my show. Do it on Alex Jones. Do it on Zero Hedge. Do it on Elijah Schaefer. I mean, literally, name the time, name the place. You want me to hear it? Say it to my face, bitch. Say it to my face. Don't get all pressed on your show with all your sycophantic losers that you pay to sit there and agree with you and you talk over them. I mean, those people be impressed by anything. And this is the game that he's been doing this for years now. I want Nick Fuentes to hear this. Nick Fuentes isn't ready for this argument. Will you have him on the show? Will you debate him one-on-one, have a discussion? Your morning show, your evening show, on this other show. No, I can't do that because he's going to get my YouTube banned. No, I can't do that because he offended me when him and Ye got up and left. No, I can't do that because, you know, his audience keeps asking for him and you're not supposed to do that. So, Tim, go fuck yourself. You were in a meeting with Netanyahu and nobody would even know that unless somebody leaked it. You got mad that you got exposed and found out. You met with the Prime Minister of Israel. You've lost your ability to say that you're impartial. I only care about America. Is that why you were meeting with Prime Minister Netanyahu and telling him about how anti-Semitism is created by Qatar? I mean, give me a break.
I love the way he says Qatar. Qatar.
Yeah.
Qatar.
You allow Daily Wire to use your facility or vice versa for your election night coverage in 2024 after you denied that you were going to get bought out by them. You took Russian money, so shut the fuck up. You are not impartial. You don't care about America. And by the way, you talk about Israel all the time. You just take the pro-Israel position because you're in the pocket for Israel. You're in the pocket for Israel because you're platformed on YouTube. And if you went too hard against Israel, they'd take that away. And everyone knows that. You're in the pocket for Israel because of your business dealings with Daily Wire, which, as we found out thanks to Candace Owens, is an Israel-controlled racket. They won't be in business with you. They won't have you as a host if you criticize Israel. And because you have met with the Prime Minister of Israel himself. So let's just cut the shit and let's just stop pretending that you're some Gen X skater bro who's a patriot and a truth teller and a conservative. You are a pawn of foreign intelligence. You took money from Tenet, which was funded by Russia. You're in bed with Daily Wire and you met with Netanyahu. You are not what you say you are. And by the way, the only reason you have an audience is because you're the only one left on YouTube. So let's cut the shit. Daily Wire, Turning Point US.
So, I mean, that's just a flamethrower to him.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, but like if you disagree with Nick so much, why don't you just debate him?
Yeah. And that would probably be your biggest show you ever done.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Why do you think they don't have him on? Why do you think they don't debate him?
I know when we have Nick on, we millions of views across platforms.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Why do you think they're so afraid of him?
Because he can't defend his arguments.
That's what I'm saying.
Nick will destroy him.
I think so.
Yeah.
It's pretty pathetic. And then like when I look at like Tim Pool and I look at Jordan Peterson and I look at Charlie Kirk and it's just like it's just like kind of sad to me because it doesn't have to be this way. We could still be objective. We don't have to be hypocrites. Like we could.
Charlie Kirk, man, he's got a huge Turning Point USA. He built that from the ground up.
Yeah.
And I think
he gets a lot of money from Israel.
I think he gets a lot of money from them. I think that
donors.
Yeah, I think that would destroy Turning Point.
It would.
Yeah.
It would. He needs it. I understand.
And that's the thing we're trying to point out. Israel's got too much influence over our own country. That's why we're pushing back on that. But they call us anti-Semitic.
Yeah, they got too much control over our media, our government.
You don't become president without their money.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or a congresswoman. A congressman.
Yeah.
Without them, you can't even be elected official in the United States. That's too much influence. That's too much
Imagine
power.
if the shoe was on the other foot. Let's say Iran had that much power over our government.
Yeah. You'll push back on it.
No country should have that much power on our government.
They try to claim that Qatar has all this power and influence on us.
Mm.
I know about APAC. I don't know about QPAC. For real.
Oh, man. They gaslighting so hard, man. And you know what's so crazy? Like Christians, Americans, a lot of people still don't see it.
It's Fox News.
Charlie Kirk calls himself a Christian. They live by the 10 Commandments. And what's going on in Israel right now, you're not a Christian if you support that.
Well, he's been compromised by the money.
Unfortunately.
Money compromises the greatest of the great.
Y'all like that last Ram we gave away? Yeah. So we got us another one. Check this Ram out. 2500 heavy duty turbo diesel Ram. R-A-M or Ram. It's got all kinds of Ram action. Yeah, I love this Ram. You can really ram something with this. What color is this, graphite? That is white supremacist graphite right there. Got a good handle on it. See that handle? Built like a tank, but it drives like a race car. Go to officialhodgetwins.com. Anything you buy from the site get you automatically in a win. Yeah.
No purchase necessary. Going where prohibited. See official rules for details.
Yeah.